I am not especially religious. I have been to church once, on Christmas morning, but my eyes lingered on the decorations. I focused not on who was listening, just that the stars blink a bit faster when I speak. I lace my fingers together and whisper sleep-deprived amens, not knowing the real meaning, but liking how the word comes out in a sigh no matter what. I do not believe in a heaven. I do believe in heavenly moments. The ocean hitting the shore in a straight line. My friend doesn't believe in a heaven either. But she says, this is what it would look like. She is my angel, wrapped in a scarf and parka, sits beside me as the world spins. Reminds me that I am alive. I can keep walking and I will wake up the next morning. Sometimes that's how these moments work. It takes a 15-minute car ride to the coast. Or it sneaks up behind you in secret, like boys in worn sweatshirts that smell like cheap deodorant and cold air. I say, this must be happiness. Into the smoothed out cavern of his chest, he makes halos out of rib cages and worry stones out of hip bones. I made a god out of his scrawny form. I've since converted. But sometimes his name still slips out before a midnight prayer. His name is 4 letters, not 3. Still one syllable, still seems like there was nothing before him, but there is so much after him too. A heavenly moment by itself is getting past your own personification of religion and finding something new. It doesn't have to be a someone. Your religion can be a majority of your senior year spent laying in the grass. I know it was mine for a while. That religion had 3 followers. Our church was warm and bright, no walls or roof. Our hymns sounded like laughter or sublime or just silence. Heavenly moments do not last continuously. Minutes, months, but there is always a break in between. Call it life, call it hell. I call it nostalgia. The room where I lose motivation for the better, my stressed out heartbeat sends Judgment Day earthquakes through my body, and I forget the potential on the other side of the door that's too shy to knock. It's a heavenly moment, just to pull yourself off the floor enough to reach the doorknob. Trespassing with your best friend of almost 10 years is godly. There is some sort of higher power in knowing you two have stuck to each other for so long. Slip through that widened hole in the fence. Walk the worn path. Find perfectly functional frying pans in the mud. Fall in the mud. He laughs at me, but the sun hits his shoulder-length orange hair and makes a halo. He says, make a god out of yourself and lay with me in pine needles, press green leaves to our faces, smelling the sun. Heavenly moments do not require human touch. I used to think they did. But they are family dinners and car rides with your brother, solitary walks in the woods, over a wooden bridge. Leave your shoes at the beginning, let the leaves sweep themselves into the arches. I am not especially religious, but I turn my head to the sky and say thank you every time I find a new version of heaven.